What if I told you that one family created a banking network so powerful, they could literally decide whether nations went to war or made peace? This isn't fiction. This is the story of the Rothschilds. Our story begins in the 1760s in Frankfurt, Germany, in a cramped street called Judengasse, the Jewish ghetto. Here, a young man named Mayer Amschel Rothschild works in his father's small money-changing business. The conditions are harsh. Jewish families face severe restrictions on where they can live and what professions they can pursue. But Mayer possesses something that will change everything, an extraordinary talent for finance and an ambitious vision. Mayer doesn't just exchange coins, he deals in rare coins and antiques, which brings him into contact with wealthy collectors. His big break comes when he begins supplying rare coins to Prince William of Hanau, one of the wealthiest men in Europe. This connection transforms everything. By the 1790s, Mayer has become the prince's trusted financial agent, managing enormous sums of money. But here's where Mayer's genius truly shows. He doesn't build his empire alone. He has 5 sons, and he trains each one in the art of banking and finance. Then he does something revolutionary for the time. He sends them to establish banks in 5 different European cities. Amschel stays in Frankfurt, Salomon goes to Vienna, Nathan heads to London, Karl travels to Naples. James settles in Paris. One family, 5 financial capitals, one unified strategy. The timing couldn't be better. Europe is convulsing through the Napoleonic Wars from 1803 to 1815. Governments desperately need money to fund their armies. Traditional banking systems struggle to move money across war-torn borders, but the Rothschilds have family members in every major financial center. They create an unprecedented international network. Nathan Rothschild in London becomes particularly powerful. He develops a system of couriers and coded messages that allows the family to transfer money and information faster than anyone else. During the Napoleonic Wars, he helps the British government pay its troops fighting in Europe. The British have gold in London, but their armies need money on the continent. Nathan finds ways to move these funds through the Rothschild network, bypassing Napoleon's blockades. There's a famous story about Nathan and the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Legend says he learned of Napoleon's defeat before the British government did, through his private courier network. Some stories claim he made a fortune by manipulating the stock market with this early information. The truth is more complex. Nathan did have early information about Waterloo, and the Rothschilds did profit from the war's outcome, but primarily through their legitimate role in financing the British war effort. They had loaned millions to the government, and Napoleon's defeat meant those loans were secure. After Waterloo, the Rothschilds' influence explodes. European governments need massive loans to rebuild. The Rothschilds have the capital and the international network to provide it. They finance the Austrian government, the Prussian government, and even help restore the French monarchy's finances. By the 1820s, they're the most powerful banking family in Europe. Their influence extends beyond mere money lending. In 1825, Nathan Rothschild steps in to stabilize the Bank of England during a financial crisis. He provides gold reserves that prevent a complete collapse of British banking. The British government essentially depends on him. As Nathan himself reportedly said, "I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England. The man who controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply." The family finances some of the most important infrastructure projects of the 19th century. They fund railways across Europe, including major lines in France, Austria, and Germany. They finance mining operations. They help fund the construction of the Suez Canal, one of the most important waterways in the world. When the British government wants to buy shares in the Suez Canal Company in 1875, it's Lionel Rothschild, Nathan's son, who provides the £4 million needed within 24 hours. But their influence isn't just economic. The Rothschilds use their wealth to fight for Jewish rights across Europe. They lobby governments to remove discriminatory laws. They support Jewish communities and fund synagogues, schools, and hospitals. When Damascus Jews face false accusations of ritual murder in 1840, the Rothschilds mobilized their political connections to intervene. They send representatives to investigate and pressure the Ottoman and Egyptian authorities to release the prisoners. The family also becomes part of European high society. In 1822, the Austrian emperor grants the Rothschild brothers noble status. Nathan's son Lionel becomes the first Jewish member of the British Parliament in 1858, though he has to fight for 11 years to take his seat because he refuses to take the Christian oath. Queen Victoria elevates his son to the peerage in 1885, creating the first Jewish member of the House of Lords. Their business methods are innovative for the time. They pioneer the use of bonds to finance governments, creating modern sovereign debt markets. They establish the price of gold through their daily gold fixing in London, a practice that continues today. They develop sophisticated risk management techniques and diversify their investments across countries and industries. By the mid-1800s, the Rothschilds are estimated to possess the largest private fortune in the world. Some historians suggest they control more wealth than any other family in history, adjusted for the time. Their combined fortune possibly exceeds the wealth of all other European banking families combined. However, their very success breeds resentment. They face anti-Semitic attacks and conspiracy theories that falsely exaggerate their power and paint them as sinister puppet masters. These myths persist even today, despite being thoroughly debunked by historians. The reality is impressive enough. They were brilliant bankers who seized opportunities created by war and industrial revolution. The family's influence gradually declines in the 20th century. World War I disrupts their international network as family members find themselves on opposite sides of the conflict. The rise of central banks and large corporate banks reduces the importance of family banking houses. The Nazis seized the Austrian Rothschild Bank in 1938. The French bank is nationalized in 1981, though later re-established. Yet the Rothschild name endures in finance today. Various branches of the family still operate banking and investment businesses. They've survived for over 250 years, adapting through wars, revolutions, and dramatic economic changes. Their story reveals how one family, starting from a crowded ghetto in Frankfurt, built a financial empire that helped shape the modern world. They didn't just witness history, they financed it.